Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for being here. I'm Wendell Edwards. Federal investigators say a former Middletown man killed his mother on the high seas. Nathan Carmen was indicted yesterday in Vermont on charges that he murdered his mom, Linda, on a boating trip back in 2016. Channel 3 Eyewitness reporter Roger Suzanin has the rest of the details.
I wish desperately that my mom was rescued. I hope that she will be found.
That was Nathan Carmen back in 2016 at his mother Linda's memorial service. But federal investigators now say he is responsible for her death. According to an indictment, Nathan Carmen intentionally sunk the boat he and his mom had taken on a fishing trip. Nathan was rescued, but Linda Carmen's body was never found. Along with the murder of his own mother, the 8-count indictment also accuses Nathan Carmen of killing his grandfather, John Chikalos, shooting him while he slept in his Windsor home back in 2013.
So what they're trying to put together is the motivation in the modus operandi was the murder of his mother so that he could be the next in line for that grandfather's inheritance.
The indictment says Carmen also got rid of his hard drive and lied to investigators, then collected more than $500,000 after his grandfather's death. Legal expert Ryan McGuigan says Carmen has not been charged with the murder of his grandfather yet because of jurisdiction. He's facing federal charges in his mother's death because it happened at sea. But the murder of his grandfather happened here in Windsor. Either way, though, if convicted, he'll likely never be free again.
He's looking at life in prison on the federal side, and then he'd be looking at 60 years in Connecticut.
Roger Suzanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Richard DeBate, the Ellington husband convicted of killing his wife Connie, will learn his prison sentence later this fall. The jury found Richard DeBate guilty after 2 days of deliberations. The verdict came down yesterday in Rockville Superior Court. The case was built partially on data from Connie's Fitbit tracker, which contradicted Richard's story that an intruder killed the Ellington wife. Connie's family described the decision as bittersweet.
Everything kind of hits home. Everything that we went through and tried to put behind us 6 years ago is, right in front of us right now.
Very disappointed in the outcome here. I thought we had put on a very strong case for Rick as to why he was not guilty of this offense. We're very disappointed.
Richard's attorney speaking on behalf of his client there. DeBate is due back in court for his pre-sentencing investigation again in September. New Haven's acting police chief will leave the department at the end of the week. Renee Dominguez will retire Friday. The city is already in the middle of a nationwide search to find a new police chief. The mayor initially picked Dominguez, but she was rejected by the Board of Alters. Mayor Justin Elliger has named New Haven's Chief Administrative Officer Regina Rush Kittle as the new acting chief. In Hamden, the town's new deputy chief will be officially sworn in today. Officer Tim Wydra was confirmed as deputy chief Monday. Chief John Sullivan retires next Monday. He handed in his retirement papers this following week after allegations that the department recently tried to destroy a number of documents, including citizen complaints. Parents and students will be gathering outside of the town hall in Killing Lane to call for more mental health resources to be available for students at the high school. Tonight's Board of Ed meeting, the superintendent is expected to share information on how the district can provide additional support to students who are struggling. The state opened an investigation into Killing's Board of Ed when parents claimed the district wasn't doing enough to provide a safe environment for students to learn. What started as a brush fire in Middletown is now 2 separate fires this morning. The first one started at 1 yesterday afternoon because a tree fell on some power lines. The second nearby started around 1 this morning. Officials are calling that one suspicious. When we pressed fire officials for more about why they believe this is man-made, they said there is no way an ember came from the first one and floated through the wind and started the second one. No injuries have been reported and no structures impacted. In a little bit, they are reevaluating if they can do a controlled burn to help.
All right, the wind is going to be with us again today. Not as substantial as yesterday, but still gusts in excess of 30 miles an hour during the day today. So if you see any brush fires, report them immediately, as it's very dry, and that breeze is only going to help those brush fires spread if they do start. Let's take a look at our Doppler. Once again, scanning the state dry. Good morning, everybody. Futurecast keeps 91 as the dividing line in the state today. Everybody to the east of 91 is going to be under some cloud coverage. Everybody to the west of 91 is going to see a little bit more in the way of sunshine, and that's the way it shakes out this morning. All right, this is 8 p.m. this evening, more of the same. So we've got the cloud coverage streaming in from a coastal storm that's continuing to plague us with the wind and the cloud coverage. This is very early tomorrow morning. You wake up to mostly cloudy skies. And then noon, it's still cloudy, but then we start to see some partial clearing by the afternoon, which is good news. Visibility at a perfect 10 this morning. A little bit of cloud coverage in New Haven, but it's making for a very picturesque start. You'll see that camera bouncing around. That's because that wind is out of the north-northeast at 15 miles an hour. Beautiful in Windsor Locks. Isn't that just gorgeous, with mostly clear skies and completely clear skies in Torrington. So once again, the further west you go, look at the bird, guys, in the lower portion of the screen. See it in the lower left-hand portion of your screen? That's pretty cool. Hello, birdie. Looks like some kind of a red-tailed hawk. I love it. You see it? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh!
There's two of them.
There's two of them.
Two.
It's like, he's like, get out of my spot. My goodness gracious. All right, now our Waterbury ICAM, 52 degrees with partly to mostly cloudy skies right now in Waterbury, more of the same in Old Saybrook. So the temperatures are cooperating, 47 typical overnight low. We're at 48 in Wellington, 50 in East Hartford, 51 in Kent, and West Haven, 51. So the numbers are pretty good. 47 is where we should be. We're in the low 50s. And we are up anywhere from 3 to 5 degrees better than 24 hours ago. So that's some good news. There are those winds sustained 13 to 21 miles an hour at Oxford Airport. Let's check in with the gusts. Yeah, to 31 miles an hour. 30 in New Haven, 31 in Waterbury, so it is breezy once again. And that makes the temperatures feel a little bit cooler, like they're in the low 40s, but we're out of the upper 30s like we were this morning, so that's some better news there as well. Temperature trend today is up close to 70 degrees today with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. More of the same for the immediate shoreline. And as you can see, let me show you the storm system that continues to bring in that cloud coverage. You can see it out over the open waters of the Atlantic. So we've got high pressure to the north and east, low pressure to the south and east. We're sandwiched in between, getting that wind out there. And boy, it's been windy, but the nation bodes fairly well for tranquil weather. And again, that is according to early warning futurecast. So just watch out for some clouds during the day today. Not a big deal. Daytime highs today climb into the upper 60s, low 70s, and your 7-day forecast includes 80-degree warmth Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, we've introduced some scattered showers. It's not going to be a washout, but there will be showers around from time to time Saturday and Sunday. Monday, a better chance as a cold front rolls through. Tuesday, a little bit cooler, but dry. 7:07 is now the time. Wendell, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Scott. 20 downs in 20 days is stopping in the capital city this afternoon and tonight. We're taking a live look at Hartford right now. Beautiful skyline there. Tonight, Channel 3 Hartford Bureau Chief Aya Galil will show us what it looked like back in the 1990s. You can tune in starting again at 4 this afternoon. We thank you so much for tuning into Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Taking a live look outside again. We want you to have a great Wednesday.